Hey folks, see Rachana Ranade here, and I welcome you all to another interesting live stream, which is about Adani Wilmar IPO. And the question is, will I apply or not? So, for that, if you have seen my video on Adani Wilmar, wherein I had talked about a lot of points, as usually started with what does the company do, we had said that mainly it is into the kitchen FMCG space, right? We did talk about how the company has leadership in one of the oil brands, and which is Fortune. We talked about the fact that yes, how they are entering more and more into packaged foods, wherein they are going to sell atta. I mean, they are selling also atta and then rice, sugar, all in the packaged food category. We did talk about industry analysis, wherein we said that because of all these basic points like the overall disposable income of the people is increasing, the demography that our country has right now, because of all these points, there is a great chance that India, the people in India might move more from loose products like taking wheat and sugar in loose. We might shift more and more towards packaged stuff, right? So that is what we had discussed in the basic what does the company do as well as the industry analysis part, right? Then we had moved to the financial statements and the financials of Adani. In that we discussed, if you remember, that overall financials are not like super amazing category. No, they're not into the super amazing category, but I can surely say they're into the not bad category. Okay, the sales revenues were a little bit like topsy turvy, so not increasing continuously. We did see some normal dips, but all in all, I can say surely above average financial statements, right? After financial statements, were one very important point we discussed was about the valuations, if you can recall. And in the valuations part, I had said that maybe because the financials are not like awesome category, maybe that might be the reason why they have placed the valuation of this IPO at a comparatively lower side, is what I can say. And in the video also I had said that they have left some cushion for the valuation in the company. So in the video also I told that what is the PE that they are quoting at the lower band and at the upper band. And we also discussed that what is the PE of the company, and we compared that with the industry average, if you remember. And in that case also we said that their PE was way too lower as compared to the industry average, right? uh, if you remember, we had talked about PB, return on net worth. They were comparatively low as compared to their peers. We did discuss certain risks and litigations in the video as well, where there were certain cases which were going against the promoters of the company, against the company as well, right? So all in all, we did a discussion of this entire company from all angles, not only financials. We did talk about what does the company do. We did talk about the overall industry approach. We did talk about the financials. We did talk about the risks and litigations. We did talk about it, about an important point, that whatever proceeds that the company is going to get, they are going to utilize it for various purposes. So basically it's a fresh issue, it is not an OFS. That was a positive point, right? Plus, if you have seen that there has been a very good anchor book which has been built for this specific company's IPO. If you have seen my YouTube community tab post, I have also mentioned which anchor investors have participated in the anchor book offer, and it includes big names, including government of Singapore as well, who are actually applying for this IPO. So all in all, I can say, be it the fundamentals, be it the valuation, be it the anchor book, which was built, all in all looks pretty good. But then the big question is, how much is the subscription status and what is the GMP that is being quoted right now? So for that, as usual, let me take you to Adani Wilmar. This is the subscription tab, and like you can see, today is the last date for subscription, and the IPO price is 218 to 230, right? And if you see here, the QIB category, which is the qualified institution buyers category, it has not yet been fully subscribed. Okay, now to be really honest, had this been a scenario, let us say last year, January 2021, then I would have been like, oh my god, a qualified institutional buyers, not even one times it has been subscribed. Then I don't think it will, even fill up to one times, or maybe two or three times, something like that. I might have concluded at that level. But if you've seen last few IPOs, be it qualified institutional buyers or be it non-institutional buyers as well, they are the ones who are laid back. And I don't know why, what happens to them, but suddenly around whatever 2 2:30 p.m., they'll get an alarm call, or hey, this whatever 2 p.m. or whatever, they'll say that, or hey, we need to buy into this. And believe it or not, if you have seen my previous will I apply IPO videos, QIB category especially, where subscription was not even one time, their subscriptions have crossed 30 times, 40 times, whatever. Okay, so don't point blank go only by this single point that, or a QIB category, qualified institutional category, is not even one time subscribed. It will get subscribed. Okay, keep a watch. If you are still not comfortable, keep a watch how much they are, subscribing. Somewhere around 2 o'clock, you will see that there's a sudden spike. But then the problem is that many brokers might have a cutoff at 2 p.m. Okay, many brokers might not allow IPO applications after 2 p.m. So I personally believe it doesn't make a lot of sense to wait till then, to wait post 2 p.m. and all that. Looking at the last few IPOs, looking at the overall little bit experience, whatever I have in stock market, I believe that even this IPO QIB category has to be subscribed. Why only one time, two times, three times? I believe that it can ideally go to somewhere around 8 to 10 times as well, looking at what has happened in the past. Okay. Uh, as I mentioned, a few IPOs, so I remember it was barely one or two times subscribed, and by the end it was like 40, 50 times also subscribed. So I'm taking a very conservative approach by saying maybe 8 to 10 times is possible, right? So if you see, non-institutional category is also 1.17 times subscribed. Retail individual category has been subscribed at 2.5 times. Okay, so if the issue for retail investors is one, if one share is being issued, already 2.5 shares have been applied by retail individual investors. Now if I go ahead, so all in all, if you ask me about the overall subscription status, I do have a thumbs up on the overall subscription status is good, and I believe that this 0.87 number has to go well beyond what it is showing right now. Okay, now let us move on to the GMP point. Now if you see GMP for Adani Wilmar, let me just go down, and here you can see what is the GMP right now. So here you can see at the upper band, IPO price is what, 230, right? 230 is the IPO price, and right now the GMP is quoting at 32, right? Now for those who are not really aware as to what is a GMP, in fact, I've made a separate video on our channel as well, wherein I have discussed that what is GMP. That there were a few queries which people had asked that, hey Rachana, is GMP something which is illegal or what? So for that, I'm just putting this up on the screen. Whenever you have any doubt, what you can do is just GMP spacebar Rachana Ranade, right? So this is where you can get to know about what is GMP, how accurately can we predict the listing price. Okay, so I surely believe that for those who are not aware about this concept, you should watch it here, right? One more quick announcement before I tell you that what is the final scenario, am I going to apply or not? So before that, if you see here, we have something really, really, really interesting coming up on our channel, Budget 2022, simplified by Rachana Ranade. And we are going to have 4 sessions on the budget. Please don't miss it, because budget is something which guides the direction of the stock market, not forever, but at least in the short term, right? If you have seen, yesterday night at 9 p.m., I have already released a video on my expectations from Budget 2022. Here is where the video is. I have prepared a separate playlist as well for Budget 2022. So whenever time permits, don't forget to watch that video so that you'll get a look and feel of exactly what is a budget, what all things are presented in the budget. As an individual investor, what all things should I be checking out? Which are the sectors where I should have more focus on? Everything has been discussed in that. Second thing, tomorrow itself, after the budget discussion is over, I'm going to do my own analysis on the budget, and then followed by industry experts who are going to tell their view on budget 2022. And we are going to have some amazing people on our channel, including Radhika Gupta, Nikhil Kamath, Sonia Shenoy, people from Happiest Mind, Tata Realty, and I'm not going to disclose the full list, but that is going to happen on 2nd February. And then the last one, which is 3 fundamentally strong stocks based on the budget, that's going to happen on the 7th of February. So a lot of action which is there absolutely on our channel. So I hope you have hit the bell icon, you have subscribed to it. And for those who are wanting to get some additional content, here is the join button if you want to join for our pro investor memberships as well, right? So this was something basic about our channel. Whatever content is going to come up based on Adani Wilmar. Now going back to our discussion, I'm not going to extend it further. Coming back to Adani Wilmar, as I mentioned, if I were to quickly wrap it up, I believe that this is a stock which can see decent enough listing. Big question, am I going to apply? My answer is yes. Okay, I'm repeating for those who joined in late. Am I going to apply? My answer is yes. Now the question, through how many accounts, right? So again, there are so many people, despite telling this so many number of times, that even if you have, let us say, 10 demat accounts, okay, or let us say 5 demat accounts, but you have it. So for example, I have an account with Zerodha, I have an account with Upstocks, la 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 la. Can I apply through 5 demat accounts of my own only? No, it's not allowed. Only one person, so one application per pan. I'm repeating, one application per pan. So Rachana Ranade, even if she has an account with Zerodha, even if she has an account with Upstocks, she's allowed only one application. Okay, so don't be under the misconception that whenever I say that I'm going to apply through all 5 accounts, not all 5 accounts are mine. Correct? Me, my husband, my father-in-law, mother-in-law, whatever. Okay, so out of 5, how many lots am I going to apply for? So how many accounts through which I'm going to apply for? My answer is all 5 for this company. Be sure on this fact that yes, LIC IPO might come up in the month of March, but anyways, before that we do have a lot of time. So there were some people who were asking me that, ma'am, what about LIC IPO? We would want to keep some money safe for that, but for that, please understand this very basic thing, that if I'm talking about Adani Wilmar IPO, let me just go back to this one. See, issue closes on 31st, right? And when is the company's listing date? So for that, I'm just going down, and here you can see IPO listing date is anyways 8th of February. So please don't compare it with LIC IPO. It has got nothing to do with it. I just got few requests. That is why I thought of clarifying this point. Okay, so my take, as I mentioned, whether you want to apply or not is completely your discretion. Okay, but if you're asking about me myself, am I going to apply? Answer is yes. And through how many accounts? My answer is through all 5 accounts, right? So that is it I wanted to tell about Adani Wilmar IPO. So I hope everyone has understood about all basic points, including anything and everything that we wanted to discuss about the company. Everything you have understood, I hope that. And I'll see you tomorrow at 9 p.m., wherein I'm going to give you my opinion, my thought process on budget 2022, right? It's going to be a fun day. Let's see how the budget pans, and how overall it is going to benefit the stock market, or is it going to create some jitters in the stock market? Very much excited. I hope you too are excited for this budget day. So let's see. I'll see you all tomorrow at 9 p.m. Till then, take care. Jai Hind and bye bye.